Welcome to our social studies lesson on the Preamble of the Constitution. I am your host, Uncle Sam, and I'm here to talk to you about the opening of the United States Constitution. You see Big Bear over here holding a copy of the Constitution. Soren the Eagle also has a much smaller copy that I can hold up and kind of show you. The Constitution of the United States is the rules for our country. This is what everybody in the country has to follow. It is extremely old, and it is a living document, meaning we can still change, add, take out, and continue to create a document like this today, tomorrow, and for the rest of our lives. But today I want to focus on the intro to the Constitution, or preamble. And that's really what preamble means, friends, is introduction. So when I say preamble to the Constitution, I mean the introduction to the Constitution. And I have a little book here called We Are the Kids that I'm going to read aloud to you, and then we're going to break down what it means. The first time you read this through, there's going to be a lot of big words that you might not understand, which is why we're going to break it down afterwards and kind of tell you a little bit about it. So here we go. We the kids. We the people of the United States. In order to form a more perfect union, establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility, provide for the common defense, promote the general welfare, and secure the blessings of liberty. To ourselves and our posterity, do ordain and establish this Constitution for the United States of America. And that's actually it, friends. That is all the preamble is. It's really short, but you may have been saying, why did they have to write this in such big, huge letters so that no one can understand? Well, back when the Constitution was written a couple hundred years ago by our friends on September 17th, 1787, which is when it was signed, this is how they actually talked. They used much bigger words. So we can actually break this down because really the preamble is only a couple sentences when you think about it. So in the first page where it says, we the people of the United States, that just means everybody who's living in the country. That's all it's really saying. We the people of the United States, we the people who live in the country. In order to form a more perfect union, that just means it's saying the people in the United States are trying to form a better place to live. That's what union means, bringing people together. Establish justice. And if you look at the picture, that just means to make rules. So the people in the country are trying to create a better place by establishing certain rules. Ensure domestic tranquility means, if you have looked at our vocabulary for the week, tranquility is peaceful. So the people of the United States are trying to establish rules so that way people can have peace and relaxation. Provide for the common defense means we need protection. Because if you didn't have rules or protection, it would be crazy. Think about your house if your parents weren't in charge. Think about the school if our principal, Mr. Pluhoff, wouldn't be in charge. It would be crazy. So the people of the United States wanted to form a better place to live so they could be peaceful and calm and be well protected. Promote the general welfare. That just means making sure life is good for everybody. Again, continuing to say, making sure everyone is happy, being relaxed, and people are being treated well. Secure the blessings of liberty, basically meaning we want everybody to be free. We want everyone to feel that they belong in the country. We don't want certain people to feel if they live here, they don't have the same freedom as everybody else. So the Constitution's making sure that people have that right. To ourselves and our posterity, all that really is saying is that make sure everybody has it. Everybody's going to have these rules again. And we ordain the Constitution, meaning we're saying this is possible for the United States of America, for everybody in the country. So really, what all those big words were saying in the first couple sentences of the preamble were the people in the United States want to be free, want to be peaceful, want to have rules, want to have laws. So we wrote this Constitution so all those things could happen. We wrote this Constitution so people would know the rules, people would know the laws, people could be safe in their homes, people could have a great life, people could be free and do what they want to do. And that is why they wrote the preamble. The preamble is basically just giving an introduction into why they wrote the Constitution. Think of an introduction into anything you write, like an autobiography or a story. You have to introduce what you're talking about. Well, that's what this preamble did. If you notice, it's just right here. This we the people, this first part, that's all the preamble is. All this other stuff is explaining rules or adding amendments. So when you see preamble, all it's really saying is introduction. We the people want to live in the United States, have a peaceful life, have freedom, have rules, have laws, and we want to all agree that that's what it is so we can live in the country together. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the preamble to the United States. In future lessons, we're going to be going over what some of those rules are, maybe some of the amendments, and we're going to really dig deep into what the Constitution says and why it's important. But for now, I'm Uncle Sam, that's Soren the Eagle, that's Big Bear, this is the Constitution, and we just learned about the preamble. Hope to see you at our next history lesson. And remember, the more history you learn, the more you know.